Hey, yeah, honeys. Just another little ramble. Just a few notes on what's been happening recently and a channeling of Isis, which I'll be dressed like this for. So I've been shown lots of circumstances where things could have been a lot worse. So there was a big truck crash, a semi-trailer headfirst with a truck that had a caravan on it, trailer on it, and it blocked traffic for quite a while, and I was struggling with it. It's like 111, why is this necessary, all that sort of stuff. And I don't know, 45 minutes later, when we were allowed to move through, there was an explosives truck coming the other way, and they said it could have been a lot worse. And then the other day, I was putting the oil in the car and I got distracted, and when I went back to pack it all up, I forgot to put the oil cap back on. But I was driving directly to the mechanics for Rego. So yeah, it boiled over and that, but because the mechanics is close to my house, they saw it, they cleaned it up, they refilled the oil, charged me a bit for it, but it could have been worse. If I had driven to work or on holidays, it could have been a lot worse. So like, thank you. And then when I was telling my children about these examples, and then we went in to do decorating for Christmas, my youngest one excitedly picked up a stocking which I had candles and ornaments in for packaging for safety. And because she's excited, she kind of jumped, and a small candle fell out and fell on her toe, and it hurt her and it bruised. And I was like, well, that's another example. It could have been much worse, because if it had been the large glass candle holder or the snow globe, it would have been worse. So that's what was mentioned. I'm seeing anglerfish in the clouds. So, we're kind of seeing what's near us. 333. Lots of ascended master energy. And the other thing is, I know I'm on YouTube, my face is on YouTube, otherwise you wouldn't be seeing me. But I don't do this in public. I don't talk much about it in public. I don't but I don't like go around doing light language. But today there was some Christmas markets, and there was a girl doing angel card reading, so I had one. And then I was told to give her an activation, and she was excited about it, so I gave her the activation. And I should have known Isis would come through because of the way I dress. When there's the energies, I dress differently depending on what energies are influencing me more, and what aspects of myself are stronger. So Isis, I will normally wear this dark blue, lapis lazuli, and more much stronger eye makeup. And I don't normally do that because I already look like a Disney villain, so keep it light. And then there are other times where I'll be wearing lilac, and that's a much softer version of myself, and I think that's yeah. It doesn't make much sense in a linear way, but they're basically showing me that my Arcturian and my Andromedan selves are basically interchangeable, or they are the same. I'm not sure, because I quite often think of Arcturians as this strong blue. When if I see them, it's normally like that, but that's not what this higher self is. Okay, why am I rambling about this? They're saying don't just believe everything that you're told, even if what you perceive doesn't fit the neat little boxes that people put everything in. Does not mean that it's not true for you. Your truth is your truth. And embodying that is why you came. You didn't come here to be the same as everybody else. Don't let people discount your experience because it's different to their own, or it's different to the literature. And realize that as we make choices as a collective of Earth, or as a species, as individuals, timelines change. So absolutely, if you're drawn to anything, history, Dolores Cannon, the law of one, all those things, definitely take what resonates, but be prepared to pivot and move and change as we pivot and move and change our realities. The probabilities change, but if you hold on to dire outcomes, that is the timeline you will be in, and that will be your choice. I'm not saying that shit doesn't happen. Of course it does. It's about how we respond or react. It's about how we recover from responding and reacting. If we take all the signs personally, have to let go of feeling under attack. Sorry, mosquitoes. Allowing the past to be the past. Discernment and wisdom, but not being stuck there, not holding on what we thought could have been, should have been, would have been. Aligning with our highest good is an ever-changing path. And a feet none too extravagant. What does that mean? Oh, so basically Sorry, I'm having a conversation with my guides. So basically what they're saying is there is no leap that you cannot make. That nothing is too extraordinary unless we make it so. Go back through, ask yourself, to ask your guides, your higher self, to remind you of all the things that you've manifested. And even if they're bad or learning experiences, think, fuck, 11:11, I manifested that. I'm powerful. And thank yourself for the experience. I found there's been a huge shift with the I know there's been a lot of blue light coming through from Sirius from about the 24th, and I tend to get these energies as one of the first waves, so do most of the transmuting for the collective so they don't have it so hard. So I know some people are still going through it now, but oh, it's nice coming out the other side. And don't get me wrong, there are times I'm like, oh my, what is going on? Why do I feel like this again? And they're just showing me clouds of it, like clouds of steam, like clouds of energy coming up out of the earth, and and basically just, if you need to rest. If you need to binge watch hangpan music because it's the only thing that keeps your energy straight, have a bath, have 2 baths, eat what you're drawn to eat, unless you're eating a lot of, like I'm seeing a lot of chocolate. Don't eat a lot of chocolate. There's a difference between a bit of cacao or pure chocolate and, Cadbury. So, try manifesting. See how your little manifestations come through really quickly. Like yesterday, I have a pen that I quite like, and okay, yeah, I have a pen I quite like, and I was just like, oh, and I've been using it a lot, and I'm like, oh, but I don't want it to run out. I really like this pen. It would be nice if I had another one. And then I used the pen that I have in my pocket for work, and I must have left it on the counter. And I went to work without my pen, so I went to the front desk and asked if I could borrow a pen, and she gave me this brand new pen, and it was very similar to the one I had said, oh, I wish I had another one. And so it was like within half an hour that manifestation came through, because it was small and I had let it go. And I know we can't force these things, but there's some major manifestations that I've been working on, and I think I'm actually letting them go, not to trick spirit into bringing them. Yeah, like one of my friends said, to just stop jumping through hoops. I'm enough, I do enough, I'm aligned enough, and I don't mean we don't do any work. If I hadn't made small changes over the years and really listened to my body and listened to spirit and discerned and made mistakes and all that, I wouldn't be alive now. I was dying. I was so ill. And now I'm one of the healthiest people my age that I know. And I'm not saying there's no struggle, but I'm so thankful for the version of me, every version of me that made that commitment to themselves, because I wouldn't be born. I wouldn't be here without them. And I'm sure as fuck not going to drop the ball for my future self. This world needs my future self. This world needs your future self. So be gentle with yourself. But do what you know is right for yourself, because you will be thankful in the future. I know when I'm at the waterslide park with my children this year that I can afford, because I can work, and that I can do because I'm not walking with a stick and I'm not bloated with fluid and just so chronically ill, and I have energy and I have joy and I have a better relationship with myself and with my children and my friends. It's because of the work that past versions of me did. And I'm so grateful for that. And there's kind of an energy in the soft palate there. Don't beat yourself up and feel guilty for all the times that you promised yourself and didn't come through. Or, you know, you started and then you fell back off the wagon or whatever. Don't go back to those. Ask for a new next best step in your health, in your career, in your personal life, in your creativity, in your meditation and spirit, because in fact all these things are one. It's just a big ebbing, flowing, pulsating consciousness. That's what we are. It's enough now. The clouds have changed to an arrow. Yeah, so if you're feeling tension, think of it as the bowstring being pulled back and then you get shot forward. I'm also getting Artemis and I'm sorry, I don't know what the current politically correct term is, but Native American, Indigenous American, warrior energy. And I'm hearing, I am a giant, hold on to my, stand up on my shoulders and tell me what you see.